without further ado, let's just get right into the card. This is probably going to be one of the coolest recaps that we've ever done, because not only were we there, but you and I both, for the most part, rewatched the show from our couches to get the usual experience that we would have. So,
bed, not couch.
Yeah.
I was in my bed watching it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So, I mean, they're different kind of vibes. That's for sure. So we'll kick it off. Logan Paul, Ricochet. This was a pretty anticipated match that, but for a botch at Money in the Bank, probably wouldn't be seeing Ricochet on this card, and probably a different plan for Logan Paul. But as far as an opener, a very, very good one. I think that they overpromised by saying that this is automatically going to be something that becomes a quote unquote viral moment. But overall, you could tell that these two worked hard to put this match together. And the spots that they did, I think the only one I would notice that got a little bit wonky was the Spanish fly off of the apron to the floor. I think they were both.
You guys go try to do that.
How about exactly. That? It's like it stinks, but the intention was there. Logan Paul hitting the buckshot lariat to the outside of the ring was something I've never really seen before.
Nuts. Yeah. That, just looking back at that, because I rewatched a couple clips from that match. How he didn't blow out a knee is insane. Yeah. That is such a high height to do that, and then the fact that they pulled that off. Logan Paul's got it, man. And I hate to say it, and I know we've been kind of resistant. He's got it, dude. If he invests in this full time, he will be one of the biggest stars they've had.
Absolutely, that in the trajectory that he's on right now. It's clear that there's high hopes for him. So I'm excited to see where this goes, especially looking at this match and the story that was told. Logan Paul can't beat Ricochet without a little help. They both pulled out their biggest bag of tricks, and it took a pair of brass knucks to get the job done.
Yeah, and we noticed it, in the crowd. Obviously, we didn't hear the commentary, but on commentary, they did say that's one of Logan members' crew. So it's not any mystery of who it might be or a future opponent for Ricochet. It looks like it is part of his group or his crew or whatever it was. But a good ending to the match. It's a way to beat Ricochet without making him look, totally weak, getting a clean pin. So it'll be interesting to see what they continue to do with Ricochet. The only issue, and you said it was the Spanish fly. I was okay with that. Adds a little realism into the match, because that feat would have been almost damn near impossible to pull off. The referee acting like he got punched with the brass knucks.
Dude, I know. That
wasn't good. And we all know my feelings on the referee and all of these companies. That was him to just kind of turn away like that. It was a little weird. It didn't make any sense, which I know, take logic out of it. I know, guys, I know.
But at the same time, because that wasn't the only awkward spot that we noticed while we were there. And when you watch it back, that other one back, and we know which match we're talking about. But yeah, it just makes no sense. He's looking at this, and then once a punch hits, he just cowers away. I don't get that.
And I don't know if that's the ref trying to sell, it's the the one lucky shot or the real big punch, and he had to look away because it was so violent. That doesn't make any sense. It was a bad spot. I didn't like it. Again, you guys know how I am with refs. I was at SummerSlam, so I'm gonna let it go. But overall, really, really good match, I thought, to begin with. I like the stuff with Samantha Irvin. I like him kind of playing into that. Hopefully this, for lack of a better term, springboards Ricochet to something good on the main roster. Hopefully he can get back into maybe like an IC title picture, or maybe do a one-off with Rollins and a TV main event. Like, that would be something cool to see. So hopefully this means they have some faith in Ricochet. He got a lot better on the mic, I thought, during this build, and it'll be exciting to see what he does moving forward. And Logan Paul, obviously, he's going to come in. I would maybe say Saudi would be his next one, maybe. His next big show. I don't see him coming in for like Payback or Fastlane, maybe Survivor Series. I would definitely think he would be in the Rumble, and then he's going to have a match at Mania. So we'll see kind of who he's going to next. I could see them running back with Ricochet at maybe a Survivor Series or a Crown Jewel, and kind of tie that one off and then move forward with that. But I think tonight will be telling on their thoughts on Ricochet. as a singles performer.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I mean, this finish was perfect because that does protect Ricochet. So that obviously says that there is something there that they would like to capitalize on going forward, because it would have been easy to just let Logan beat him clean. That would have been very easy for them to do. But I'm glad they didn't take that approach, because Ricochet, like you said, he's going to be there tonight. As of this recording, we're still a few hours out from Raw. So, by the time that you guys hear this, we are not going to have any idea of what they're going to do with him, but it will be very telling. And like you said, I hope that there's something that they can do with him. Gunther is always going to need challengers. There are a number of faces on the roster that, he's still got the knock off more feud, the Bronson Reed thing he could still kind of go back to if he wants to later. Logan Paul, so I did see him in the commercial for Payback. I don't necessarily think that we're going to see him there, but yeah, I would say that, Saudi show or Survivor Series, I think it would be pretty cool to see him on War Games, but I don't think we're going to get that. So.
No, I don't think so. I think he would be more of a, because I don't know where he would fit in, and who knows? That's a couple months away. They could heat something up, but I don't know where he would fit on kind of a 4-on-4 team or 5-on-5 team, whatever they're planning to do this year for War Games. I don't know where he would fit in that. But yes, Ricochet, let's continue this momentum. Let's get him something tangible to do. Let's not have him be a background player, because he is he's, I would say, and maybe this is kind of I would say he's the most athletic guy on the roster right now. I mean, he's up there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you still have to consider Styles and Rollins as well, in those sorts of spots. But
and some of those NXT guys as well.
Yeah. But he's definitely up there for sure.
Overall, out of 5 stars, what do you give that match? Live experience, not rewatch. Live experience.
Sure. Live experience. I'm gonna say that was a solid 3.5.
I agree. It was a great open. It got the crowd pumped up. It was, I think, the right open, even though he had to leave and go, which he did. It was amazing that he was able to go do that. That's a whole nother story. Him to be able to get to Dallas was nuts. Like, good for him, man.
Sure.
But I think as a starter, the nice high flying aspect of it really got the crowd up and off their feet and kind of ready to go for the next couple matches. We'll say. More to come.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So 3.5. What would you give it before we move on?
I would give it like that 3.5, maybe 4, just because of that crowd reaction and some of the things we got to see. Like the one spot where the moonsault into the catch into the tornado DDT. I mean, that popped the crowd, and you could and again you could feel that buzz from the crowd waiting for it to start. And then you give them that with all those spots, and it's kind of that spot fest indie kind of match where it was a bit more choreographed than any other WWE match style. I think that helped it move it on. So I would say 3.5 to 4.
Okay. 3.5 to 4. I like it. Moving on.